Shem is the hope we need. He's the hope. He's the hope for my grandchild. Let's build the Ghana we want. Together we shall win. Ghana we want. Let's save Ghana. Vote for Jam. Vote save Ghana. Mama is the hope. He gives you hope. He's the hope for Mother Ghana. Shem is the hope we need. He's the hope. He's the hope for Mother Ghana. Let's build the Ghana we want. Together we shall win. Ghana we want, let's save Ghana. Vote for Jam. Vote save Ghana. Mama is the hope. He gives you hope. He's the hope for Mother Ghana. Shem is the hope we need. He's the hope. He's the hope for Mother Ghana. Let's build the Ghana we want. Together we shall win. Ghana we want. Let's save Ghana. Vote for Jam.
Eric K.
My goodness. I see them. Yeah, me ready, yeah. And then I see them. I see them. Yeah. I see them. I see them. I see them. Yeah. Ready, yeah. And then I see them for you. I Macho Mohamoche. I maybe I was no say and I do a video not to a video in the Apple 68 FM. Trumedia Sambre Kwaku Medebra ya tudin kandewu. Edru Satam ya ni atana kudwembe dikana honkomo. Trumedia twegu our Facebook Apple 68 FM. TuneIn Radio / Apple 68 FM. Ghana Web News 1, Ghana Politics Online.com, Ghana Breaking News. Oko YouTube abeti search Apple 68 TV. Me pacho. Oko no share video no subscribe page no. Na one like page ni dia ma onu ba ko na me no bi no bi so atumi afa bi. Na yetumi akọ yenim. Oko Modern Ghana TV, Modern Ghana Radio. Ni nyina ba bia etwago. Anwumre yi ensem ba ko mienu na Samre Kwaku the lanyo jataba me ne obabedi honkomo me pacho oko TikTok uko TikToker ubetimi anya me Kwaku live and ye TikTok Kwaku live ewo TikTok enti uko ha na watawo na wahwehwe me wo TikTok afidie kese no so kwa medam ewo ho yupo anwumre ensamba komienu na me no babedi honkomo and yebedi nkomo afa Japan Excellency John Dramani Mahama na kwantro kase na wonemu na otu no kopenium apa e de abedom Ghana for and Ghana mabuno amoto abama no yebedi nkomo na yahwese ni Japan akwantro no ulmai nsemo de atotudwa ene emwa ebefri Japan e de abreye MPP akwatia akwatie huru na badwoboko COP yo no be ma ho adwoboko enti akwatia okwa akwatia ye beka ho by election ho asem na di ho enkomo na yahwe MPP candidate amode ne ba so wa hoden anas wo da fom team yebedi eno so ehonkomo nsembebre na ekoso mom framem about the miaminia rough minkasa mfa ho batene mekasa fa ho na ohwa Dr. Fonyina secretary Ghana Medical Association chese akwana yesese yefre no 10 kran yo se die yo mintimi ho se na dwen na hyew ana se woni mebra pani na wudi na tem ene na obaje wudi o kabra mintaka no de woka no anka ni ya mehaw me kano krachero don't try kabra mintaka no yaboso oka kabra mintaka ndo asem no ahwe ni ya mema ho akyero mankasa kwaka nasem kwabna tene ba bidin atei na kwaka kwabra mintasa akando asem na anwumre wo beye ne matete keke ada na ukoka mebra pani akando asem adwuma bebre ba wo ye ntimu hana masa 10 crowns so ye beka no ho asem ewo aha na finance minister issue $77 million say Accra in Sawem Road no Omonfedwi a very very fantastic project to force in the you been no so finance minister of Canada the bed you ma wo bono hey ato baby I will be a michia wate the bed there no honson come on me we am no bogrum ato force ya say you issue 9 billion I will bond and Ramika ho asem kakra na mantimi anse da wie ne papa womo a nanado ebo wom sakola na wotwere wom ti ho kra naked finance minister edi sika bi ato ho se eka na da ho no yemfa nkle eka no nyamenshira wo mo ken opoku ne ho nsem de onum se mabadi ne said ye did them one no ken opoku maba
sɛ meba saa na wawo ho sɛ kanopoku ho afɔ asɛ obi a yɛhwie nsuo nwumpa na egu no so maba deɛ kanopoku yɛbɛdi ne ho nkɔmmɔ sɛdeɛ da nyina meka no ma sɛdeɛ sɛ me defend ma ban nti sɛ me defend ma ban na wo bu afudi a na masa wo ba me nsi wo kwan utimi kɔ because ɛyɛ ma sɛdeɛ sɛ excellency John Dramani Mahama me defend no neɛ mɛte wakoma mɛma wakoma na ataato yam sɛ ho ama me kye ya ma bɛyi me defend ma ban neɛ kama ban na ma ban ne ho na ɛyɛ excellency John Dramani Mahama government nti ma bɛyi sɛdeɛ ɛsɛ me defend no me defend also wo bibi ka na wako defend ba umia yɛ kɔ yanim na me nsira mo bless good me that's it Mohammed bicha wate Mohammed share video no Mohammed o share man ni pass me ba Ghana de ma ba Ghana mpa na abedru United States of America me san ba biem me san ba back enche kra by October first week of October or middle week of October somewhere like that now me san ba Ghana I know the by the adwuma na eba ye pese e chemo say ye kan sema ye sisi ano me say excellency dwamama me hyebo asese me di so te say de me papa di bosha no so no ese me nso me di me bosha so me pa cham mo amadwan ne TikTok no TikTok bra Kwaku ske TikTok o dwan ne a na wa share video no dwan ne ne anko o dwan ne a na wo ba na TikTok na so wa share de ama wonu ya na wo TikTok no so na de akotum no so afa de yakuye nim first time so an bo follow me kama na bibia to me aye kama and na me nche bebre because na ya wada me nche sa nioma bi ne betrentren na kakra na yatoto nioma gum kakra no kura ne yakaka bi agu ho na MPP fo hu se aban papa no odi eso nya aban bi a wasenken wapro na mamu ase no odi eso excellency dwamama aban ya aban papa emute na ho ye krochen anwumre sadia medin kaka kire no ye kwa no Awurade fa me kwai na yenko papa Yesu fa me kɔ ye kwa no na yakɔhwɛ de ekoso mi din kan de wo awura akwatia enenam de din kan fa first ebia wo bi badwen se akwatia Kwaku skirt de no wahunu wa akwatia bibi ho nyame ya do a akabaye na wotwemi no bi ne yakwakoto aba for by election ewo akwatia na akwatia na yakwakoto aba no IGP edina no asem kama ede abetudwa emu ode one nsem trofo nyina ahia wa kyerɛkyerɛ kwan obefa so a obema akwatia adwo na ebra wa ka no na ye bisa se parties ni nyina ye ready candidate omdo mo bom ho te sei edinya bi omo gyina mo na so anaso ma senke me se akwatia ye bisa se parties ni nyina ye krado ana se parties na ye krado they are fine but me who say MPP pro the woman de neighbor no awurate ye se efro no owu aye made akwatia aye made oh nipa bi a MPP fo akofa na kyerɛ sɛ MPP sa party na ye kase ye gunu na gu enti sɛ wo akwatia na wo candidate aye de ne ba ayi wo wu a wo faili tese wontimi nye pania kura wo akwatia ma wo mo ade a wonimi ya ye galamse otu galamse a na wanya sika na wachiche bia mamabu no akwatia owo na meka na semi nti wei ana MPP so mede ni kwagye no makodi nkunim party na gu kodwoto ana metie wo interview ewa akwatia na metie na me se MPP nti muni wo bia wa akwatia ho se we di ama se kura ho mfaso sen owo ama se ho mfaso sen 10 times mu kofu obi ene NDC abesia kanya owo ade muni mo owo ana MPP nti akwatia muni mo bia wo ho a odwa MPP party mama mehu se sa ama se kura so mfaso esen owo nti anda metame butie interview no na wo ye akwatiani na se wo koto aba hwe wasetena wutim na hwe hoto aba on the 2nd of September ada na mo share video na producer mo share video ndi ayempon otena ye ba na ya beto aso otena kura memba memenda so memba na mempon ma mempon na me yad ma me mo dinkra ibehia Sunday why yapon producer pon ne enko pon mapon mentimi nkasa bi mapon mapon asa me se mapon abre mapon Sunday ma beto aso mapon oh mapon TikTok for no kra ba na eba TikTok mo basa ha Facebook momba YouTube momba ade ntina momba mimpushi kakra nsana oh isa momi empon na Kwaku skit program pa na no meswedi semi kodai zena mi fridge mabo me ba masa betena radio so me koye cars ho adwuma cars am de ba Ghana no me ye ho adwuma ye machines ho adwuma je abaz ma bre o hia abono nsia me ba enso a bra beti kakra nso a o ba na wateko de na mama mpon da mes me pen matiaba yempon me ad makwasiada nti bidi dwumadi no besi ha na me yadoma kwasiada ye ba na ya ba beto aso mo kwasiada baba beto aso kwasiada TikTok from what they say ye be na TikTok nkwa TikTok for no mugu so pa nti ahwa ye be na ho nkwa sisi Facebook ye ma hobie no yes ye ma YouTube ye ma ye be ba TikTok nkwa ya me be point na chi na mudim de kamo ba sometimes message am de ba me de abawi ya na kamembo e producer o push me and kamemata wallahi talahi kamemba omo push me so ma ba na nka won so ba yi wa share video no wa frefren kofo won say on frey and answer we jira ha na hwe o ban so na o be flash ya wa sa okwa ha no aba dina ba bi faako why bi a won na pa dina ho hanso na pa ba jira na me nye kakra betia for 30 minutes bi na me nkoda abre akwatia mene akwatia man edi nkomo bidia me de ate ewiase ye Kwaku skate eye asampa yetia aka na watwe mienu ni ye koto aba wa akwatia mese de aka na watwe mienu ni ye koto aba ewa akwatia ni enwo koto aba ni bia wutie me pa cha wada roma tie hayi eye achawpa na mekoso apa ochaw wan hwe ni ya ubekọ koto aba de am owuo na mo anya mfaso bia wo anya mputudwuma wo area yikomra se bedwam a NDC ewo 180 something 88 to sahe MPP ewo say 87 pe mputudwuma MPP ntimi fa bi mra wa kwatia Messi de Messi empuntudwuma MPP ntumi fa bi mra wo akwatia campaign ye no macha ase empuntudwuma bia ni wo betun di abra wo akwatia ka wo se wo ba kwakwose galamse matu oba kakra de bebro bedi masa na wo kwanya se NDC ni pando do wo mra se bedwam enti se wo to aba ma NDC a me pa chaw ubenya mpuntudwuma wo akwatia simple nanka mpese me ba na mbeye campaign awa akwatia but me nioma me be shepo no me nyanwie se metimi focus na me wiansa enti asampa etio hwenne onabo atoforsen adwene kanafo ho wadwene ye maame mo ho ano mo bon ye ntua maame a wotie kura wo akwatia nanado o sika kakra do koto bank wo fai mesi maame a wo akwatia asabe wo yare now that time ana akufo the time wo sika wo di to aduro nanado chifri wonsam wo sika na de hwa ho didi nanado dwere ho agifri wonsam excellency John Dramani Mahama baye ne nansa ye watwa 9 billion si mfantuatuaka na honto hwenne maame a wotie akwatia ka wo se emo odonka ababi a watwa mu no ne yeto ne sei ene abanye bomra sebedwam dooso nti a woto abama ndisi no mu dooso mo a emo no bo bekoso abafam nti hwe ho na to abama ndisi wa akwatia me de meka no kratrɛ wokoto abama MPP a wonya mpuntudwuma bia wa akwatia woto aba de MPP a ka hu se wase vote mesi woto aba MPP a ka hu se vote no wasa no kra but woto aba de ndisi a wo mo no mo dɔɔso wɔ mra se betwam wo mo no mo ka eyeye wo mo no mo timi nya mputudwuma no dodo NDC ni na wo beba ho no a wo beba abato ama no oba mra se bedwam beka ho no obisa bibi a omba hwane de ama no de abeya akwati aman hwenne dollar hwenne die dollar sene dollar abafam se woto waba e de NDC a dollar no betia bafam mo ama nioma boa ye fofofo mo producer me enko videos mna why numbers no enko yi mame mra sisi a me pa chaw me besisi a enko ba bia fa owuo tape no to so mam owuo tape fa to so mam kwame owuo akwatia MPP kwame owuo
sikasem na ode boa untimi nche se wei ana wei me kwame asomadu na me boa MPP no ma ne eye ewa akwatia ha
oh ane onse sikasem no eye more onse once me no ma create employment be am a youth now around no until the mede men sabache de bebre because your youth development me near yearly me ne occasionally adoya me yema for jankanum ne amokun ma wu ne ma and ma baby but physical projects be a messy down we and I mean to me from my sanction.
Okay.
why are MPP candidates our de ne kwa kwatia wasi abasi kadi ya wachabi ba project de wontimi nya hwehwehwe ajana bia Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ka no kra no ontumi ntu ba akokra wa kwatia tie tape no biem ne mu ode tie biem
sikasem na ode boa untimi nche se wei ana wei me kwame asomadu na me boa MPP no ma ne eye ewa kwatia ha
oh ane dia onse sikasem no eye more onse once me no ma create employment be am a youth now around no until dear me de men sabache de bebre because youth development me near yearly me occasionally adoya me yama for jankanum ne amo kunu ma wu ne ne ma and my baby but physical project say ebe a me see dan we and I mean to me from me sanche
Okay.
Where ya Kwame Oguo a wojina MPP anem ewa akwatiase nto abama no na no asem ode ato gani where no wase akwatiaman enhwe ho nto abama no weye o where no wase wo MPP ni enti akwatiafo kasa wo munyina so mfa nto abama no oto galamse wanya sika wa galamse mu de wotumi chichebi basika no wantumi anwene manyansa ma na adwunum sebe sika no memfansia janabia ba akopɛ emfansia kwatia baabi na akwatiafo mpontumi nkunidi ne ameni ekwagie na akeke nipa wei MPP for candidate omde ne ba enie se ento abama no wo ya akwatiani a mesrew on the 2nd me pachaw tena senato abapa woto ade mfaso beba ne se hwaniema NDC ene excellency Dwamama eye makana hwempuntunduma ekoso abayi ba ye bosome nwotweni besia de besia wo mo bida abayi ba ye bosome nwotweni watimi ahwema dollar abafom abayi ba ye bosome nwotweni anwa ne eton 2000 atumi aba 500 abayi ba ye jene wateso abayi ba ye tomato sana no bua tententen na every time abayi ba wateso nti mesre se hwe wemu ni ade ho na to abapa on the 2nd na Ghana for yetwi nyam faso mfrim na akwatiamantri nyam faso mfrim huma mi a wayare dadam abayi ba watwa sika se yemfa ntwia ne bona akufa bigidi hwa hokyere Ghana ekom abayi ba ye wo yefra hokyerem hwe petro ana no boye de nene wa akwatia ne antumi nto abayi ba ye nyame adom ene watumi abon homoden de petro na bafom enti se wo ya akwatiani a me ka chew ne dey say on the 2nd wabanya wo kwaba wo kwakoto no to abade mfasopa ade bebre wo man no to abade mfasopa ade bebre kwatiaman to abade yedie abebre kwatiaman to abade nkosoro abebre kwatiaman wa hwe ne ye na wo koto abama MPP a we waste with time what's not waste vote ni nyina ti me ka no kra na akira say on the 2nd wabra bo wutim sese mmiri bi na atwam no fatoto honne na hwe ho to aba minim se mmiri bi abrabo wutim na pro minim se ebiri bi abrabo wutim na ho kire no doso minim se ebiri bi abrabo wutim no na ho tetew na ekagu so baka hu se ena ababi aba sa abrabo no nyina no wagye firi ma ho atɔ abayi ba ye hwe yedi a akoso wakana abayi ba hwe sene free education ekoso kama abayi ba ye hwe sene wo twa kwan abayi ba hwe sene wo tutunsuo won potam abayi ba ye inflation sika kana sika anya hoden bafu abayi ba ye Ghana sika atwe dollar to wetwa na chima wemu ni ade na meka kire wo se on the 2nd okoto aba hwe wemu honato abapa na fama NDC amanyoko ye chiniye na fato abapa fama NDC candidate awakwatia ama wo pempuntuduma watu yenye mputuduma afra bai ho na wi etetetia producer fameko the next story Facebook in your cry. Yembo ya modern call for weba no monye mfa momra. And then no message me nim. Say attack bi aba Facebook na so dia mo hwe die mame. Yesre. Mo hwe die mame. Good evening. Me da Matthew so bemba. Matthew so pa. Obey na Matthew so. Ya me nshira. Wa hye, wo ba no wa hye, wa mpa chaw. Ya de hia me pa. We ni nwana ma me de prepare kwam because me twen se nkofo betimi aba na chi nsam na nkasa me dwedwem na me ba ba. Yemfa akwatia video no fantom biem. Akwatia video no kodwo wo fan tape no tom.
Sikasem na ode boa untimi nche se we ana we me kwam yasomadu na me boa MPP no ma ne eye e wakwatia ha.
Oh, and the once Sikasam no more. Once once men my creative employment be I'm a youth now around no. Until the amendments about the baby because youth development me near my yearly me occasionally adoya me yama for jankanum ne amokun ma wu ne mane ma and my baby but physical project say e be a machine dan we and I mean to me from me sanche
Okay ma
Beda se we eye akwatia candidate awojina ho ama MPP and I attain in Kano. But me ngura the next story. Young carry health. Young carry Aya Sabia. And now the Mienfa Katie Hammond and call the next. Nature ya na yabo room health any idea they are near the bathroom kakran kakra. The next story. Katie Hammond. Ono no bedi di mebuna tem. Medase. Wa wo de fire na yina to medase. Katie Hammond. Ye Katie Hammond na wo bi anim. Sabe akokra na pampama pa e wa danse oboase ane ne mpotem. Wono otumi di mebuna tem nyina wo Ghana. Wono no otumi ye Ghana mebunu nyina. Ono no beka che se yenyi emission tax. So okay, Katie Hammond, we kind of. Hey, a taxes be a quadri betu Ghana for so tama. Obey a great minister. Obey Alan, obey Alan no post and some kind. Sa Katie Hammond, ya two abani we no. Difference and one NDC in the room no. Na 900 pe. Asampa me ka asampa for interview so be court. Or say court or ho the chinchim and sa. And because there's something sitting a court there, see ho. And then can me expect say Katie Hammond and pa or court. Or kukuru na samne the coffee court to say bam. Say obo say adanse court and can be man. Ada ya NDC nina a chia fan so. And the person should do me and Sunday. Ghana phone says sika the ensanko to abano foforo. Court to Jena Semno, to a summoner sheta, Sabemana. What's my work can yasum? That's say, bra, na NDC in Subra. Never bone crow, over bone crow near him. Nasa one was a more da, Yajiamau. Na obianim say Katie Hammond. Or your madam before what call law school. Asami call ye your friend some NDC ninu call ya Katie Hammond si ho. Adai sana Katie Hammond dwane. Katie Hammond NDC every name pa and Katie Hammond say nyanye. Se na ba na wosu the CD a obeti awuregure ma ye kanana me de ama no. Enti ye Katie Hammond si court. Ye sent to a summoner sheda. Hey, obi a wakọ law school pa. Na wo do asema kotebre court. Se court nkan bi ma. na yɛ nim sɛ yɛ bɛka bi ama na akɔyie hwete yɛ first second time KT Hamon ya mutu wansi hɔ ɔhema me chia wo ɔhema vida ɔhema vida wo yɛ gye oba wo ko gyina so e never Kwaku skate na obetete mpoma mu saa ɔhema vida next time oba meant tempun man bi mpoma ni ye na me hu ɔhema vida oba bi mpoma no na oba kama sɛ che obetete mpoma mu anu ateko sɛdeɛ wuti kura gusi na menim sɛ woba no wahwɛ akyɛ wabɛhwɛ Kwaku skate ɛkyɛ wobɛtete mpoma mu kiti ɛvira asakwasa aba waba deɛ bie mpoma no mehu sɛ wogyina hɔ na tie ha ɔhema vida ahɔfɛ waba gyina so wate beda ase mentete mpoma mu na mpoma mu tete deɛ ɔba ahema ɔhema vida baako pɛ. Oh, we are too much. No size of him vida. I mean more about so. Oh, now we are since yeah, GDA. And now him a boa. Yezu, yeza, mizu, wahima. Oh, we are mizu, we are misasa. Me ye wuzu, me ye waza, za. Me da se na me hira so wa ba what ye gyina na mom gyina ha na tie me nkomo ne mu ohwa me manko wate me da se okay KT Hamon ye fra asem ne biem wo bo ase court na nka ye nim se KT Hamon de woni mra na odi mra so first one KT Hamon anko second one ba konso aba wa hima samba ana odi tribia beto kama oba no obachia ohima vida bo obachia na fon kakra en wo su sa wase nga black Kwaku behwo wasamba ya no de asida kase odi bai ohima da me shira wate we bia ndra so sa enti na minim se KT Hamon obi a wadi mra no te mra se de Kodi asema koda court se court nka bi mana na nka me expect se ye fra asem no beko ye fra KT Hamon first one wanko second one KT Hamon say court for no kwa munye hwe enti de man kra me ba gye de wo court asa agro na bi e ni na KT Hamon so show wo court KT Hamon obi a wakọ law school no wabọ ne masters no wapia wotimi every time obi a retire we no akọdidi mabuna tem obi a wade taxes ahodo begu Ghana forces yentua oyi ma vida why word we ye na announce wa be yiwu o hema na announce aba nana nie nana wa bonne tat say KT Hamon mo amugina so na me kan TikTok we what TikTok for them no mudi nkomo de hwe nana ba nana ba tetempuma mu keke nana what tempuma mu ko sambra hima ba da samba wasade balu otua na no kokokokoko de abeto bam ni ehwesenka nana ba gina to nana ba okọ tete wa hima ba da na take control our platform so TikTok na na menshira wate oba hima we too much we bia be hwese ne wo da hwaji am ho suggest wo ahobrase na menshira obi so abadwane wono so aba why ma da say na hwe ne o ma menka se ode amen emino ya menshira wo so wate onye okase na menyi wakoma so ade ma ya mema mfra dum nkọ adum hima vida na menshira okay enti nanka KT Hamon enra die ya obi so adwane oni woso ba wateko mo ba munyina so na wo ba jai wo beteta mpuma mu kakra na wayiwani na okọ bie mpuma no tum no obi ahwe bie mpuma no tum nanka yenir secret meka na ma force she from Facebook ba TikTok mobra ho na hode producer on my system na day adey is it system no come buy me video reference about say TikTok na freezy. For video no mo famra na yenko eda so. Enti nanka minim se KT Hammond wako law school no waba ne masters no wapia wabotai no watimi didi maburu ne maba watemi ka minim se wode na sema courtably court se court ka bi mame nanka waboase adanse baabi a yato me so aba no empeso so dumien sanyensa nto no foforo ye boma obi a wono ade na sema kono wadwane afri court Emanam suma court transia yesi KT Hammond ade woboase court atwitwiri fam yesi KT Hammond ama oboase man ani ni ye wama ye hwese oboase court sabe wode womo atwitwiri fam kra enti court ne ka womo tibo ho no yesi KT Hammond tuyasai 600 million Ghana cedis. Tetesikano 600 million. Pay. Demusa. Hey, Ahensia and the advocate Hamonka.
Court no. What was your time? So, the beer was time, sir. Ain't you know 60,000 Ghana cedis. I can use 600 million. Nubi. And no.
Where 600 million? KT Hammond. We say with your position. We retirement pay kakrano. Oh, court is a menu with him. Menu buma busa. Ya fanu ha afan ha. Meche every ho. KT Hammond show when show wa court. When to me and see court to them. I'm fakrata ba kopan koto ho say me evidence am kutenti. Montua bani biom. KT Hammond, MPP for your catch them say MPP you useless, MPP your party omo for MPP your party omo we say kojoto na 2028 ye tete party ni mu 2028 send ye be MPP 2028 ye be party ni say ye beti tim kura obia who call law school na utimi didi ni partem who di wasema court na dru court a want yes what tie
court no wa waste your time. So, the beer was time, sir. Ain't you know 60,000 Ghana cedis. I can use 600 million. Nubi. And no.
More fremena. Me what me friend, I mean, me program. Me what Auntie KT Hammond. Onyamra shebedwani biem oni tumi bia so besi court dem biem da ye twana su ontumi medi mra shebedwam biem da eja cheno KT Hammond age no awi no kodoto enti mra shebedwa konwa ne de KT Hammond bon te se de dwonso aba akokọ se KT Hammond say oba 70 something ye twa 4 years wi a no waduru be 80 no zena wo komra se bedwam biem wa ende the political career maguno court no se woni tumi se wo kwagina ba bia biem enti ende wo KT Hammond a ontumi nyamra se bedwam biem utumi ka fun bia wo pekere no but ment no won se mo no ende nya de papa enti KT Hammond ya mutu emra se bedwam ye ne tonkwanta ya pai mamen fa wunguram na men kasa kakra echemi wia be de wasi Ghana ekwan no so ya wawa mboye nwa ne ma metete me nya nhye adwuma na se for samre kopem be 7:30 de bi dwanam no wa mante ba na de makum mayanka na me yi yamade no me yi e de akoma obaapa ohima vida do wata no bodi aye nuane no so ho na weekend so ata se me wo Ghana betia ba bedi bi Naima vida me ta me bono me sinam no kosinam de abro na weekend wa bon kwan kakra sanity yaguanim okay by weekend anase Monday de ba no me nua rough me Kwaku skate Bema namba oh obete mpuma ma show ohu Kwaku sketa na kumetu ohima vada no wa kokuduro no ogina TikTok raso ye fe no obamua hwe oba jata no oba kokuduro fo oba wogina so wotwan so obi abeba obi antimi mba edu ba mi bie lines na ohima vada no abekasa kakra ma me ya no mati o voice de no enche me mu abo awuram obi so awura awfo ba mu ba mu nyina na TikTok ahead oba ahead pa what so awuram ba me fa awura samwe me nua Raf Kwaku ske demonstration wa America de me na simi na so na da me ko Ghana bi mu no September, October, me call Ghana, me call another demonstration. And no dear for gold. I am from Mr. Ibrahim. Me bananka se me about time or me kakra. Until me tuashada. Until me ko be more. There's a big demonstration because of. Now, Raffle you be a demonstration or ya dear. Na me dear me uye ni ya meka. 1 year so meka. Ralph and some no mepaka na ni bi acha de eye no meka de wanye ni yesu meka eno nche se de wanye no ye mebeka ntimi mpe Ralph asem mepe nasem pa me se de Ralph oye ni ye no meka de wanye ni yesu Kwaku skirt meka eye minua kuma akura the me yere no abi no ye demonstration wura no abi but the problem is say Ralph adia me hu se wanye ni ye kakra na me di nkanka na ba bia oye ni yesu maka Ralph yanka no kore de woye bia no ba bi ho wanye ni ye hwe ma me ka sam tro Kwaku skirt 2018 Satam na me atiesi America baabia me call America jail me call America prison akoye program life every prison me requested from prison muntia hey me requested from prison for email and I'm here phone calls and son no more approve me wie ye no me call police station our Prince William County Virginia obi anywhere wa America otua ko police station say me ko ye program ti se me call Prince William County police station me request our phone and so be friend. Omo bisa me type of language. Na me chom se Ghana. Ache mo ho no mo email me so ma approve me mfre. Me frɛ no ba bia mra ne dan de sesa me ye ne de sesa me ye no omo kyerɛ ne. Enti me koi. Omo de me call ba bia omo tuo nyina ho. But omo timi ka kyerɛ me se me ntimi mfa etuo no anyina ho nye video. Me omo kyerɛ me kwanya omo fa so eye adwuma ba bia tuo wo ba bia aboba wo omo de me kɔ kyerɛ me ni nyina but omo ka kyerɛ me se me ntimi mfa picture kra ma bonten omo kyerɛ me ni nyina wie no na omo de me ba bonten be ye program no our Prince William County Virginia Police Station Department me free wo me call fire service our Dare City our Virginia. And also me kwan no mama me kwan ma me program no outside inside no omo ma me kwan me request omo ho no mo gitum se metimi ye ntimi ye program no a show fire truck e wo inside me wie no me be se ko high school because ye program high school omo catch me se mentimi ye inside of high school just outside because mentimi for video emma me wie no me call library, Woodbridge Library. Because yeah, program every Woodbridge Library. me request and I'm emailing me form na me fill na me say email it back at the ma womo no mo kyerɛ me instructions a ɛwɔ so sese me di so me gi to mu sɛ me di so ntimi sign time no so na yɛ Saturday me call library and papa me start a program no ma kan mu sɛ common allowed me because of camera because some of the camera kɔ hɔ a na me twa na twa obi a obi obetie si wɔ mo ntimi ɛmfa ma me tia a program but me ntimi fa camera no ɛnto obi aso ntimi ya me nya very careful chise books ne nneɛma na ɛwɔ hɔ na ampa me kɔyɛ program no eduru baabi na nipa abɔ ɛba library no mo ade ɔmo yɛ ne sɛ me nyai na hɔ na me dum me camera because ɔmo ka kyerɛ me sɛ me kɔ so toa so na camera nipa no dɔɔso ɛkɔtɔ obi so a obi betumi asiw library no because yɛmfa camera ɛmbɛm na me wie me kɔɛ me kɔɛ me wie no me request military ɛwɔ triangle quantico phone ɔmo ma me website bi kɔ fill form mante ɔmo nka te ɔmo approve me me final destination ɛyɛ Novak Hospital aha ɛna me kyerɛ senti kura Raf wanye ne yie baabi oyɛ ne yesu me wi ameka me Kwaku skirt me nkasa Raf ɛbɛn me ana adwuma me yɛ me ne yɛ fine ti na sɛ me ka kyerɛ no me kasa me defend no enya ege one me request some person me koye program our Prince William County Hospital Nova me friend phoning omo kaso bi be frɛ me hwani ma call na ma na me san frɛ and omo say head office from Richmond abe call me me hwani ma mama na me san frɛ na omo say nipa no off nipa no ba obɛfrɛ me ampa nipa no ba na obɛfrɛ me and me kasa me de me nsɛm nyina to nanim sɛ Ghana ye hospital ya sabia aye basa okɔ hɔ bed ni hɔ hwi ni hɔ bibia ni hɔ ya do prafo ba oda fam enso president anya sika dware wiem me kan no papa ne kachem say a very very good idea but omo requested camera inside of hospital because ABN will be on the whole naked ABN will be in ho ana obi yare ne yare no mpese beba public ntimi entwa video bi a mentimi ma basa me pede a metia begina parking lot aye program no me meka no kre ade no rough baby o ho wanye ni yi sanka me Kwaku skirt a ka me metwa video no na mom ka me publish video no aponten ka me mfa video no emma bonten di enka me ye no se ka me twa video no wie no meko minister me a me bra pani ho kwabna mi ntaka no na makoka kire kwabna se kwabna yi me pa chaw me yare me ko ho when na ekoso e wa ya sabia ho I hope sir minister baby sa wo say wo evidence a wo kutawe se say na sa pictures any sa video na wo ye no de be kire say minister any ansana minister ka say be for evidence na metu ho na mo because wuntumi nkwa yare sabia enko right away enko ye video Prince William County America alcohol hospital bia police ewo ho baby omuni police ni security etuo bɔ no ho gyina ho ye alado obi just like that me time me your phone call from Kanoforia takra no me go through with security mu ansa no mpa na your phone no omo me kasa about Kanoforia ta ne ho nsɛm we go through me omo me fa nneoma bebre ansa na finally omo ma me can forget information that time me enya meka eje so ameka aha ukwa ya sabia na ukọ emergency a uduru baabi ebi wo hɔ a yetumi de ma wotena hɔ eche ansa na yafro a process but omo de ukoto mpa no so de a ayo omo asade so omo ye no quick so what I say nti mesre Raf baby wo hɔ a wanye ne video now the Bible and no me condemn say enya de papa me meka no kre me condemn enya de papa dan can you kwaso the video ne ba because video now the ba no obi betua si hospital no aya sabia eye privacy enye nneoma nyina na obetumi de aba abonten e wa aya sabia obi a mpese ne yade be ba abonten enti no obi o kwa aya sabia ne ye je no to ha or the information be lokono send ye be ya ofra ya sabia ho a yentumi ma no information bia no wo hu ya de kro nipa momo yen ka nokre e ho no Raf minua no bibia no sekoya meka che sekoye ankoye nso a ama next time send ye be hu kwan betua fa so baby wo koye program a obetia koye video no now they are minister say na ekoso wa ha nti me de kirew hwe na tu ho anamo but enye say na pe viewers nti ana ye pese ye bagidi nti na ebia na yakoye video no na de abeto wo kina na de mguase de abrem aban no na sere e ho no Raf anye ne now baby a Raf ye ne ye enso ahanie anasefo a na mote ho Niedia ya sabia obi oyare aba na monke. Emoja hwie gu na no kra mo se mfam ho. Enye. Mubo obi ma so dia, mo beje nurse adwuma na kama wo krom ha. Mo ba London, mo ba United States of America. Mo ba na sabe obi jane na akro tumi no nse guram ti. Motegana emerewafo ba hospital kwa mo si ba yie na eku enso ha botimi ko obi fie ekohwe abrewa wadadan ma wanene ne ho sebe wagya ne nan wadam pata motimi kohwe emerewafo ne bia sebe oh ohima vida we too much bitiaw na hima vida minim sekretary ase vida se him bintimi hu him vida nie kana vida central region vida na se him vida ye to aso so oni amechira no ekrom ha ye ba na mukọ mo nursing school ni wie na mukọ hemrewa emrewa ni bi wo ho madwene bom otumi ne wo kon wodan otumi ene wo kon edidi watam wotenem ekopem bra obepon but what Ghana wo maami abrewa yede ne ba osi ba ye kranti ohwe no nurses mumi anya sade no ye ba hade ya yire ho ye adwuma no se de ye sefata but ye ne ye krom kwasi broni okọ na ya asabia broni na ho ye na adwuma no onye adwuma no se de oye no pepepe won kasa mi fi America ntime nya adwuma no wono ne sika na ehia no the same thing wo free akwantuo mu ba wo sika na ehia wonti the same thing na wo free akwantuo mu ba wo sika na ehia wonti eno na wo twene ho me pa chaw ye program mo amo from pam chaw ye program maka mesre ye program a men frɛ me phone mesre mo o yes na dia wo me ye no na wo ha me cause madwen no ekwa me pam chaw enti dia me kan say we a nurse we a doctor who be krom ha who ko say living what me ko say living afe na ma fie sika wo penti ajana bia ne tesa kura na wo dem bagana ya kase ye de abrewa akoto kohwe koshem na kohwe na afia wo betia kohwe ana Onya, but mobile America ha, emrewa sabi. Uhumrewa ni bitwa. Ekro na yo mtu ina pacha. We are nurse, ukofie ekobaneji. We are nurse, ukofie ko plaster. But what Ghana? Bankasa wo kro no no. Wetimi nye nurse adwuma ni ye. But wo ba brochedia, no abaye o mama. Kwasi broni a wote America no. Okọ Ghana wonim se adwuma na de na ekọ. Enti said the sese wo ye no wa ha no. The same thing obekọ akoye no wa Ghana. Wo call hospital, Prince William County Hospital. Me pacha a question. Asem bisa na me bisa. Ukọ wa kwasi broni na ogina no wanya adwuma no. Ukọ wa broni nurse ni no wanya adwuma no. Okasa ha na me frinti me nya na. Wanya adwuma no. Ye de nipa ne ba wanya adwuma no. Hwe me personal county ya sabia. Ukọ ha sabe udru wana muntimi nante na ye de hwil abesi ho. Na wabetenam. Na nurse na apusi hwil no. Na de wakwatena nim ho. Na wache wo information. Ghana when wayale want me nante okutapuma na yetimi man hwi mon kan kire me when wayare a want me nya adwuma man hwi che obi kan kire me but okọ hospital wo krom ha hwi che si ho wudru do na no ne dia besi ho se ambulance na de wo ba ambulance ne peke wo ne pe wo mo ye wo ho adwuma wo kan mo ambulance ne mo because me ma yare am ambulance abe peke me ambulance no be fam ya nadwo on be fam na me dampas me ntri nya hwe won na the bed e ba soro because midnight me fie me wo first second third floor enti won mo no the bed na be wura me bedroom no mo de me toso ye bisa me question no mo kuta computer no mo je information me social security me date of birth me information no mo di guso wo mo di guso wo fie ho no na a transfer to hospital ho omu wie no ma connect ya sabia na kase ye di nipa say e de na eba the date of birth no e di kusu wo mimi fie ho no a transfer to hospital automatic enti wo be ko no na ye ni bedru ho no na ne bed ye ni bedru na bed a ye ready sana ye adwuma okrum ha ye be fa me ye de me to bed so ye bisa me nioma ye de me ko wura ambulance ni mu ehwa na team ni bowuram ni nyina no mo de machine insuo esime so ambulance ni mo ambulance ni tui ebra ye de me koduru ho no ye de me duru wa no mo yi me frim ye de me ko wura me bed me duru pepepe na me mpa ewo ho na aye ready ne de me koto mpa no so aye simple eno an se me call no because na insuo esime so no mo continue hwe me ho but se one ambulance anko na wonante kwa eno na delay no someone na twa wapra wo yo ba pani untimi nyehwe a wo ka na pack door na no a no mo de hwi abesi ho ne de watenam ne piam ne de wakọ kanta nanim wodura ne age wo ID na o de afele information of Olivia ebi wa nya hwa na obeka se ko inside obeka se twen kakra na o de o number e de abọ enti wo hwa ne abebo odin ya fro na hwi na wote so ne piam o de wokọ a ne de wokọ bed Ghana for nurse fu Ghana bi hu de ha wo madwene ye de wo bia wa yare abeto ho no yenke enso ye ba ha ye adwuma no se de se me call Prince William County na obi use machine ana machine no etwa ne nsa etwaya ma na ne nsa no miensa nyina na sensen ho sa ya de ne koduru ho no ya mesi enka no kra me meka no kra kyerɛw ya de ne duru ho no ya nkase ya de ne duru ho na ya de ne wura inside man bed ya de ne trans gain information ana ewi o mo trans kakra ebi o wa ya mo trans no mo prepare bed e wo inside ni esiesie bed amount ti wo mu ye bibia wi ne be fa no ko moja de tene ho nyina Ghana nke wi nke empepa kanese be kasa anytime minimum abrewa bia because who no Prince William County Oba what ya kunwam and we jan and nine. Uti me hello. What ya kunwam and we jan and nine. Yankasa abrewane na me people. Nurse ni no na kofa de we inside and we bepepai. Me meka no kracho. I am telling you, me fancy no kra wo ye ba ko pe. Ewiase wo ka no kra da bia na wo ahi. Nti meka no kra. Me se de me se ayasabia me kwa ayasabia wo krom ha. Oba pani ti akonwam. Anu wo gya ne nan. Wo gya ne nan fa no ho tatatata. Ebra nurse ni be fa no wa twuso agu hwe ni mu nyina. Agya ne nan nyina agum. Egugu ho nyina me hwa ye kankankankan. Sabe wo wo didi facha me. Nurse ni ni de ne ko inside. Akopɛ bed man owie no san be cleaning. Bakana nurse fo a ko be kasa nyame maame no no. Ne maame kora mpo be kasa ne maame bayifo ane wo gya ne nan wa ponte. If you bro, if you Ghana ba, ya be yankoa, but ye krom ho de ntimi nyankoa. Enti Ghana nurse fo mo ye adwuma. Ye adwuma ni ye te se de wo ye omaba pani adwuma de aboa wo man. Amada che watimi anya so mfaso. Wo ye ni ya ubenya mfaso. Wanye ni ye nso a ubenya so mfaso. Mi anka meye ni ye papa na menya me mfaso de akwa wiye. Ya make obi beka say hey na what nurse for je ni ye na nya mfaso e better we ye de Ghana ye woman Ghana bibia ne de ahye bayie ma me abrewa yare esi be oye bayifo America mo ba mo hu ni nyina but mo ntimi nka ne fie nkire nkofo America mo ba mo hu mre wafo a sabe wo mo gudem a sabe wo mo je wo na edam obi tie kura bi ase ne maame anya ba 75-80 sabe wo twonso no ho a wase ne maame ye bayifo ane maame na ye no wagimi wo ya aboa wonnim nyansa but ye tukwa ba ha de nke be hu ne ha ye hu sanya bayie no esese nke kyerɛkyerɛ mu kyerɛ Ghanafo anase fo mo ye nurse adwuma mo ba krom ha mo hu ni nyina but na ukofia no asa akɔbɔ maame bayie Chimie na ye musa. Chimie na doko musa. Enti me meka no kre. Raf. Baby wanye ni ye. Baby nso. Oye ni ye. Baby a wanye ni ye Kwaku skirt matambu akyerem. Ene baby oye ni ye nso makyerem. And simple. Ma me fa wungura health ministry. And nneoma bi asi ho papa na mebuafu yesi papa bi de 10 kran hey masa baby ade nam na hot o so this a TikTok ni yes mon sign famra ohema vida ye TikTok no ene ba ko ka ono ye TikTok be ko off ye be san be sisia. The next story, you sit 10 crying, and kwasi assembly at 10 crying na kekano. Wait, when we saw the doctor. 10 crying say what your doctor. 10 crying, also your doctor. And you shame the mouth when you so who doctor. Now we catch the minister say, what kasati se kuyeni, what bottom. What about them? What about them now? What do you not say? What do you not no doctor. Me papa will know a farmer. Ukoye Kroman papa will cocoa farm debris. Papa child there for 60 years. My headmaster 60 years. But ne Japadi na cocoa. It is a uber farmers at a man. What about them? Farmer no nipa. Ni enya kwasie bi se woye Ghana Medical Association Secretary your friend 10 crying we mu nyina minister ka wen ka me crack Come in, producer Sako go live, mammy yanko. Hamiko go live. Kami tumbi yanko go live, yanko yenim. Ko go live bim. Yes, I'm going to TikTok sisi ya. Fameko. Ye twaso TikTok. Yanko twaso TikTok what de. Uhwe sene amanfo baso na efekeke. So, yesi akwa bi bodamfo bi yesi afra na 10 kwan. Waye Ghana Medical Association Secretary. Boy, ofren ho doctor. Bodamfo we. Masa, kwa bremi ntaka na de wo kan na di agura me no ba fi so. Wo di agura me mfa nchew. Me kan play. Me ti haye. Empanimfo a wo ka wo mo na aka mani kosua. JM Julius Debra, Chief of Staff. Wo kan le me kan me maame. Me no nyina ye be wu adada kamnem. Sampanimfo me ni. Wo kame maame Lordina me bro me ho naked. Sa guy na your friend Kwasi Amfante no se mo Ghana ko be hu se no ko yeche. Ka hwe ko bi be kasa na Kwaku skirt mafa emrade hyemansam. Hwe don't try. Professor Jenna no poku agemai wo kana waka mani kosua. Squad na mebubo mu ne tie nie. Nya agro. Panifo no bebre. Kwabena minta aka no ka ho bi. So wo try hwehwabo so mpi. Masa, meye wo doso. Nti mo ba na mo kasa mo nwene ho. Mo nkasa na mo ho si etetemo. Mo nkasa na hu se ye nyam wo fie te se moa. Ye fro 10 kwan na wabatena ho na odi minister atem. Se minister kasa te se farmer. Wabodam. Nti wo wadwabo so no ye kua na nya adwuma. Kwabena ye wo dwabo so no se no ho no na adwuma wo ye na nya adwuma kua no a ne papa mo do no anya adwuma awo kwase ampani wo benya kua adwuma kora no wo ye abodam kua adwuma kora so wo mfa so bebresen doctor meka trew ya bade ye kasa ya ma ye kasa nte ho enhonte me ye nkasa te se wo bia ye chimi ne ye bodam ase wo bia wo bu hu se wo ye doctor aka men kwa kam se mfa nkwa ya sabia ne nkwa adwene ne mu emsa adwene mu ate yen kɔ ne yen kɔ saasai adwene tenkran na adwene no emse ahoma na ehyem no ayel week me yen kɔ tie nsɛm akwase ampa ne tenkran na ɔkan ama wo so tie bia wo hu se Kwaku skirt bi wo nyina so me makacho wo ka kwabna mi ntaka no asɛm wo ahwɛ ne ya so hwedwabo so ampi me ne obenante pepepe hey masa so wanya sankwase akeka na Ghana na obehu producer me yanko eni wate bo ne kwase ne voice ne kire me yenkoti fa no tum mame
ena ka bi ebesi nanim no de eye activist Raf one nurse ensensam no osi free eye ka no mu a otene ne nsa osan so hage honorable Kwabena Minta Akando. So that particular video no any ensam a eye health minister ebusuan odi tu dwa no eno na Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association omo general secretary sanya wagwa line wa attack health minister honorable Kwabena Minta Akando no ebusuan west o use no.
Subsequent interviews, Minister Kase were putting a committee together to investigate in Samoa a course. Adiabako striking me in this statement, and it said, Ministry said they want to investigate the circumstances that led to the reported delay in care. Like I said, most members in our hospital may have contributed to the course.
Here me tiny second point. Minister no who said there are systems over there. If he doesn't understand, he should get somebody to educate him. Anything make a choice say triad system no so there. Yes, Obi. Don't buy out. Me na be can't buy into the shame.
Yeah, Doc, I get you, but I think because
triad Joe. Niak he said oyare no ehia immediate care and I say ehia delayed care as compared to others. If you show no ehia immediate care, they will attend to you immediately. So ehia say ebia open up by time. Actually, others, and yes, they will neglect you. They will give you first aid or whatever, but they will attend to other people who need more a year. It doesn't mean that they are delaying whatever. So that statement doesn't make sense to me at all. It doesn't make sense. Whoever wrote that statement doesn't even understand the hospital system. Or a farmer resident. What kind of life is that? What is even more annoying is what the minister did. His statements run contrary to his posture. Look at the pictures on social media. He affectionately embraced the rap guy, somebody who has been fingered as the perpetrator of that heinous crime. You embraced him, and then the guy whispered into his ears, and he was smiling. Whether it was sexing or whatever, how did the guy go to know that the minister had come there? I'll rush about her immediately.
Yeah, Doc, I get your point, but I just wanted to draw your attention, sir. In all of this, it is the Minister of Health we are talking about. Some of the statements might sound a bit too harsh. As far as Oyo sector minister, you should be minded by that.
I agree with you, Obi, but you see, Papa no how can you treat places like this? It's a case of disrespect. You go and embrace the very guy, and look, initially, he was being defended. So, management. It's not true. Look, respect is. I mean, who do you go into the movement now? I don't know.
Very well.
I mean, only for and Yamnan some way. No work out Cristiano. I can embrace. No respect. Is it settings?
Very well, Doc. Into
Meka Bibina and Koya Pachami. But and some.
Okay, Ray and 10 crying a kind out of hope. Wait, or friend of my secretary. Producer was inviting call for her, inviting call for the share. More say, there's some mobile one share and say, TikTok, the better was share. What share the Amahwine? What share the Amahwine? Oh, and the one share video in the share our TikTok. Me pacho yawo studio we are course na eba na no aten producer course eba no menim ba bi efi am say efi mpanifo bi mo ho but be from akire Kwaku skate me wi am from eno de me bo ho asoja fo ne de me den majaka no ho call na eba no na producer be ya yem pagya yemo ne yemra baby a call no fra eba no ano ten me be sore sisi am hwe me no me pa mo chew mo bi anko ba bia nya botre na tena so mame na me pagya me musisia because menya call be free baby serious as I say me kuti na me ba bibi abone bi ansi aboko wa ho na baby a call ni free ba na sympathy wasem so to ho la no I mean kuti ho kakra 10 crying from yana but mo hwe ba ma me na amen sorry kakra nti yede JM nyom beto susesia na mapagya me mu kakra be yesma bi no me nsabi cause call na ba no me ba bi efi me anso na sese me kasa enyu bi an sese kasa chise me Kwaku skate kasa no me because me ma producer can oh send kasa ni bi no ntimi nkan sa nti me am sorry sisia na masai amba na chi me ba ya ba beto aso me pa chew me nko ba bia nti ana me wa ha sana me so nti na wo so wa ha nti mie nyina no you know so do so ya ho ne amra sisia wate nti me da me ho sma me nu pe ama sa me nsabe na maba Come here program I'm in Peco, but baby I call the free banner. No my neighbor me honey ye. Enti producer old man no more ha fa no tum so ni old man no so a mame ha life I more that me best is here. Nedama se sa watwen me na makwapa na binshira o boko me pamochewo call bi ne free baby bye na se me yankasa me di call na chi na me makoti aba me da se okay ya to adwuma no so call no baby free bye I know what deal hey sako gusket me can some comfortable e si from chey yeah you be say bohone more de evidence in the hair me say me ka ho asem oni ma me wie ho na eno ne story kan wo poku ye wie ho na ye ko abelenkwe obi so obi me wo pa me cha wo bi sam say me evidence am de ka asem na we say how me kuta enti wo de ma me ndom ne ye nkombra tenkran ena na me kan asem ana call ne bai tenkran said the American me uka kwablaminta akanda no akameni menkase kwablaminta akanda ye bone am yenkan but se obekeka kasakwa ene kase fi e de ache kwablaminta akanda meka bi achew so what I say womo me ye me high priority for na me po masempa no kwablaminta akanda kan bi Bibe kasa dia na ne kwabna minta ka no ye health minister yare bia no da no ehwe ayasabia no enti esese wo bua ye de makwabna no ye de ma no oba ehwe adwuma wo ye ne kana tama na kwabna minta ka no wo position kra no wo da so dia adwuma de ma Republic of Ghana ene yenya aboa bi si efe ne tenkran aboa proto tenkran enim ba bia wofi tie na obaka say koko minister kasate se koko manu de sumina so minister kasate se koko farmer wabodam preko ubetia kwa kawo ya kire papa chimie ubetia kwa kawo ya kire maame chimie yenkotie ne biem
see a committee together to investigate in Samoa a course no ade ba ko strike me in this statement and say Ministry said they want to investigate the circumstances that led to the reported delay in care. Now, just say most members in our hospital may have contributed to their cause.
Nyansa bia ni tateblim. Nyansa bia ni tateblim obi he. Adia kwa me here me tiny second point no. Minister no who said there are systems over there. If he doesn't understand, he should get somebody to educate him. Ejira me catch say triad system no so there. Yes obi. No buy house me na be can buy into the sheme.
Yeah, Doc, I get you, but I think because
triajo Niak he said oyare no ehia immediate care na say ehia delayed care as compared to others. If you are no immediate care, they will attend to you immediately. So, by time, and they will neglect you. They will give you first aid or whatever, but they will attend to other people who need more a year. It doesn't mean that they are delaying whatever. So that statement doesn't make sense to me at all. It doesn't make sense. Whoever wrote that statement doesn't even understand the hospital system. Or a farmer resident. What kind of life is that? What is even more annoying is what the minister did. His statements run contrary to his posture. Rap now. Or no answer and phone. Embrace. Look at the pictures on social media. He affectionately embraced the rap guy, somebody who has been fingered as the perpetrator of that heinous crime. You embraced him, and then the guy whispered into his ear, and he was smiling. Whether it was setting or whatever, how did the guy go to know that the minister had come there? I'll rush about her immediately.
Yeah, Doc, I get your point, but I just wanted to draw your attention, sir. In all of this, it is the Minister of Health we are talking about. Some of the statements might sound a bit too harsh. As far as Oyo sector minister, you should be minded by that.
I agree with you, Obi, but you see, Papa no go mother for. How can you treat nurses like this? It's a case of disrespect. You go and embrace the very guy, and look, initially, he was being defended, so, management. It's not true. Look, respect is, I mean, who do you go and the boom out? I don't know what you're saying.
Very well.
I mean, only Pakoya, and Yamnan Subway, no Waka Kosiano, after embrace, no, respect Guasum. Is it seconds?
Very well, Doc,
I say, why? Wait. Aya kwasia tenkran ya fe no kwasia tenkran kwasia uhu na ka chen se Kwaku skirt se ya fe no kwasia tenkran ne na bobbo fam tete dabo we used to breach ya tenkran we used to breach ya man hu nyina polko tenkran ya man mi no tenkran na wakasa no uhu no ne ho kan wo bia wo ye as a doctor kura no ne ho nyina bo son ne net tabom fom te se dabo nine tenkran wo awunim tenkran na menimo Jimmy Fowi obi a wone na yire ko nkode ho odem obi a wo yusu pokre awodem enso ka pokre ma ne sra ba tenkran tumi koto bridge e de be fra nkunde sra wei ha chese we na ne afọ omo ye doctors fool.
A committee together to investigate in Samoa a cause. Adia Bakwe striking me in this statement, and it said ministry said they want to investigate the circumstances that led to the reported delay in care. Now, just say most members in our hospital may have contributed to their cause.
Nyansa bia ni tateblim. Nyansa bia ni tateblim obi he. Adia kwa me here me tiny second point no. Minister no who said there are systems over there. If he doesn't understand, he should get somebody to educate him. Ejira me catch say triad system so there. Yes obi. No buy house me na be can buy into the sheme.
Yeah, Doc, I get you, but I think because
triajo Niak he said oyare no ehia immediate care na say ehia delayed care as compared to others. If you are no dey no ehia immediate care, they will attend to you immediately. So ehia say ebia obetima by time ashe others and yes they will neglect you. They will give you first aid or whatever, but they will attend to other people who need more a year. It doesn't mean that they are delaying whatever. So that statement doesn't make sense to me at all. It doesn't make sense. Whoever wrote that statement doesn't even understand the hospital system. Or a farmer resident. What kind of life is that? What is even more annoying is what the minister did. His statements run contrary to his posture. Rap now. Or no, this answer and phone. Embrace. Look at the pictures on social media. He affectionately embraced the rap guy, somebody who has been fingered as the perpetrator of that heinous crime. You embraced him, and then the guy whispered into his ears, and you were smiling. Whether it was setting or whatever, how did the guy go to know that the minister had come there? I'll rush about her immediately.
Yeah, Doc, I get your point, but I just wanted to draw your attention, sir. In all of this, it is the Minister of Health we are talking about. Some of the statements might sound a bit too harsh. As far as Oyo sector minister, you should be minded by that.
I agree with you, Obi, but you see, Papa no also go mother for. How can you treat places like this? It's a case of disrespect. You go and embrace the very guy, and look, initially, he was being defended. So, management. It's not true. Look, respect is. I mean, who do you go and the go out? I don't know.
Very well.
Aboa 10 crime. Then 10 crime. Preko 10 crime near 10 and come. Makata say. Kwabna minta akando wonene kasa you very careful wanye ni ya eja maso agu so no hwe ukotra kwabna minta akando masa wo hu fi apro owie ya na kwabna te mebra penite was say how ubehwe se ne kwabna minta akando e kasa wo ye press conference utimi hu sensem a wo kan nyansa bom. When your friend minister, the best minister, Kwabamintakano, you who be said that minister wakasa from Brazil, minister wakasa na what the chow penny them. Oh, you kokoti Kwabna and some kind
that occurred at Ridge Hospital. On Monday morning, I sent a delegation to Ridge Hospital to ascertain the situation. When the delegation came up, upon debriefing, I realized that I had to follow up. And ladies and gentlemen, let me state this, that I have the health workers of this country at heart. And so any attempt by any individual or any group of people to try to incite the health professionals against government, pretending he cares more than us, is unfortunate. And we must stop that. It's an avoidable tension we must avoid. It doesn't help the sector. If indeed you are a practicing health professional in the sector, it doesn't help the sector. And so when the delegation came back, I had to follow up. I was in the company with the Deputy Director General and other directors of the ministry. We joined the medical superintendent at the Ridge Hospital, and I visited the victims. After going around, we had a closed-door meeting to discuss the issues, not insults. One, how to look at beefing on the internal security, staffing issues. So after the closed-door meeting, I came out to address the press to categorically condemn the physical attack. And that is the most important aspect. And for me, let me at this point reiterate to the whole country that irrespective of the level of provocation at any health facility in this country, nobody, irrespective of your status in society, absolutely nobody has the right to attack any health professional in this country. That is the gravamen of the issue. No diversionary tactics about handshaking. That is what we must concentrate on, to send a clear signal that our health professionals working at the various health facilities are safe. And so after the engagement with the management, when I pulled out of the wards, then in fact, in the engagement with the management, I made it clear to them that I had listened to their side of the story. And therefore, as a minister, I will also listen to the other side of the story. And I then constituted a committee to look into the matter, bring out recommendations for implementation. A lawyer, a nurse, a medical doctor, an auditor, an HR person to go into the matter. Now, when I pulled out, my attention was drawn to a gentleman called Ralph, who was at the center of the controversy. And so he was walking towards us as a group. The medical director was with me. The deputy director general was also with me. Then I asked, why did you do this, gentleman? When I asked, most of you were there. I mean, the press, you were there. So you can attest to what I'm saying. You were there with me. When I asked him, the gentleman then stretched his hand, shaking me and trying to whisper something into my ears. Ladies and gentlemen, at this point, should I push the guy that don't whisper anything into my ears? Should I snub him? Should I shout at him? Even if that guy has been prosecuted and sentenced to life imprisonment, and he stretches his hand to shake me, as a minister, as a public officer, I have the duty to stretch and greet him. So let us not reduce the fact that I shook hands with him does not mean that I should stop any measure or any steps that the ministry or government will take to unravel the situation. And so I understand, on a more lighter note, I have been reminded of the fact that I'm a farmer. Yes, nobody needs to remind me. I'm a proud farmer, and everybody knows it. Not until my appointment, I was one of the largest rice farmers in this country, and I'm proud of that. Because I realized that a lot of people didn't understand the issues. In fact, people even thought that I was at the premises when the incident happened, and immediately after the incident, I went and shook hands with the gentleman. Hey, gentleman, you have done well for beating the nest. Can you imagine? Can you? If I think that way, the president, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama wouldn't have made me the minister for this sector. That would have been insane, right? I mean, with the greatest of respect, I didn't do that, and I will not.
Wey a minister Kwabena Minta Akando Traboso MP Papa B, the best minister can afford. You can minister Baku Kopum Dua or can be. Okay, Mamin Faungram the next, maybe in tea. Nansen 1 month, Mammy said Medina Sentem, where Banamako. I was run Bantem and Bantem. Tisana says Mecono. 1 month, Mammy Banaka taken with Tweja. Mr. Frank at the Semitia or TikTok and so. TikTok. First time we're joining me, and I say now, Jamia, Kwaku live, me pachow, or qua no follow me. Follow me, platform be a washer. The subscribe page like it now on to YouTube, Facebook, baby, you go up 68 FM, TikTok, Kwaku live. But that's it. Excellency Chandra Mani Mahama with the Minyam Foku could draw for Bemba Muya. Bemba the name F, the Tico FS will be a name. Papa, that means now. Excellency Chandra Mani Mahama at na probo, Eco PM, our Canada abontenso. Ebi obi badwen so Canada na okwa ndi enti na okwa ba men kan kire wasum ya wote papa dwene Ghana fo ho papa poma ni yie die papa poma ne nkroso nti okopie Canada wokwa ne se okope investors na watumi di adwuma abafie Ghana ye hia obi obotumi di adwuma ba ukuta $20,000 kwa na pesa ko start BBA start 10,000 na wabrochira Kwaku skirt wo from ya mechire wadwuma ho no akoye bi ndi compliment akando akane de awie papa eko Japan wokope investors ati wo mabafie se ne be ya enwuma betia kwaso na mabunu atimi aye bi enti na Kwaku skirt mesome sika kakra me bai makopa besia ewo bank se mesome sika kakra bank for the amameno mesome de ko na me de akobi adwuma at least me fa nipa be 10 or 15 bi de nyina ye ko yanim oba abrochire ha aban seda ma adwuma bebre bi asa private insano adwuma de wokrum ha pa sa ba bia o man bia aban adwuma no ho but individual na ma adwuma mo nti Excellency John Dramani Mahama de na probo ekopie Canada abontenso na one investors bebre kokasai na nando no okọ Canada se yankwate onko beda kokobie na no toe da tetenteso yogu yeso but Excellency John Mama okọ watabu kasai aka ne hawa wom ene na ne so ade hu na si na ne so ade gu pro so kire Canada manfo se muntie. The debate be crap papa ku piase. Me hear debate no, fantastic. Apa nyame nshira wate. Ye mu bi ye bekoso awu ama. Ye do too much. Kohwe papa ta na bodi na ni suade hunu. Kwanye obefa so opese kan na yeye. Ene se ne oman kan na sitie na o kire mu se Canada man bia mra. Na onfa na dwetire mra me wura kana. Na ade be wura kana obenya so mfaso. Wudi be wura Ghana ahobeton wudi be wura Ghana ubenya yedie wo Ghana Japan ni biara emra Japan ni biamra no onfa kakra okuta enfa mebie bebi papa de na no asem tutwa na hwese ne papa kirekirem e wo Canada e Japan hwese ne wo kirekirem wo Japan na wade nioma group no so se Japan man madawroma uba Ghana ubenya sei ufri Japan uba Ghana enyuma sei ubenya nipa ye uba nyoma bi wo ha ye be wavu tax amount enyoma bi wo ha duty de be chaw se ne beja ubati ade nyuma na ba na Ghana fo nyina so ho atɔ na Japan ni no so won so te bo no wati enya profit na wo mammeto sika nwunti brai na free Japan na bra be invest e wo Ghana na ubenya mfaso papa afrim yenkotie nsem ni bia Excellency John Dramani Mahama odi tu dwa e Japan abonten so wo mra woni Japan edom ni Japan amansan edi nkita ho na wo kire na dwene e kire wo mo say na wo beje no Ghana ho beto e Japan abonten so.
Very happy to be a part of this panel to share a few of the insights in why we need to diversify African economies. Especially with regards to youth startups. The answer is simple. It's that the demographics have changed and that the majority of the population in Africa is youthful. And so there's no way you can grow a successful economy without investing in the youth. The youth form 60%, if you take the age category, of between 16 and 35, they form 60% of Africa's population. And so that's not a demographic you can ignore. But aside from that, the world is changing and it's now a knowledge economy. The youth are interested in certain sectors that are not the traditional sectors. And so in the creatives, in the renewable energy space, even if they go for traditional sectors like agriculture, they are looking at agri-tech and other, knowledge-driven aspects of those traditional sectors. And so it is important to find where their interests are and invest in those sectors so that you can attract the youth to go into those sectors. Now, if you look at Africa, in 2024, there was about an investment of 4.2 billion in startups, and a lot of that went into the biggest majority was about 45%, which went into fintechs. The fintech space is growing at an astronomical rate in Africa, and is mainly driven by smart tech-savvy youth who have seen openings and are taking advantage of it. In all our countries, a change in the economic structure is happening. For instance, in Ghana, in 2015, the services sector overtook agriculture and industry and manufacturing to become the largest sector in our economy, and that's how it should be. And so, for instance, if you take the fintechs, I met the fintech groups, and one of the interesting ones I found was an agri-tech company, and it was solving a problem that we've been struggling with as government for many years, how to extend credit and support to farmers in order that they can increase productivity. And so we had a shot in the dark approach, distributing fertilizers, distributing inputs, and so on and so forth. And you couldn't tell who exactly those inputs were going to and whether you were getting value for money for those inputs. I mean, these young people set up a fintech, they set up a platform, they gave mobile phones to farmers, they distributed to the agricultural inputs to the farmers based on their acreage and their need. And based on the fact that they had them on the platform, they could send credit to them by mobile money. And at the end of the farming season, go directly to the farmer and offtake the production. And that changed it completely. The farmers are able to get a credit score now. And so you can see who's credit worthy and who's not. And so it's changed the face of agriculture. It's changing the face of agriculture in our country. Apart from that, the creative sector and youth startups are adding jobs faster than the traditional sectors. And so if you take the creatives, renewable energy and those spaces, they add about 4 jobs before you can create 1 job in agriculture or manufacturing. And so investing in that sector means that we can absorb more of the myriad of young people who are coming out of school. If we decide to concentrate on manufacturing and industry, Africa needs to turn up about 12 to 15 million jobs a year. You cannot create that in manufacturing and industry and agriculture alone, but the rate at which the creatives and digital space add jobs is much faster than the traditional economy. So it's a place that we must invest as governments in order that we can absorb more of the youth. We know that we say the youth bulge or the huge youth population in Africa is an advantage, but if we do not create enough jobs fast enough to absorb those young people coming out, then it will become a gunpowder keg and it could consume us.
Thank you, Your Excellency. You know, one of the things that you've highlighted here is the volume, the scale of the need when it comes to jobs. Thank you.
Way Japan, Excellency Chondramani Mahama. I didn't know that no kohuya more investors abefie and okokoshia. Ninian mama penifon bebre ekodidin komo. Some bebre and what the two ka winya biti. Now osha no watche abo pepepe apa hosman watche. Me ye we ya mapon. O ken opoku ho. Mabey esese me bisa no questions kakra. Eno ho na ma me sorry ye. Ana wa hu se me sorry. So one picture or the Ken Opoku. So one picture hank many better. You miss a Ken Opoku say to say Mr. Ken Opoku at to say you miss no questions kakra. Producer Tabona share a unima me say na fan picture. One picture while one of the phantom, but that's it. Then I watch me and talk one more thing. Now, me who said you do need me yadun kunim. And there's some cost of corner real preco. Who by YouTube, Abu Husson Pacon the picture the hawk. Brigadier Ken Opoku and a Kwaku skate. May pan a hunt man I watch me, you know. Missy McPine I copum time I becako book and Opoku search. Debia me ba meka hwasem debia sesmenum kra me de beka bibi because enuma me kuta fa kan opoku no mu se me sore ne mpanimfo bi na frɛ me kan opoku mpanimfo bi hwɛ masa me se senya no kra Kwaku sket me metena ha enka nasem etuogu kan opoku fie wo wura ne fie hɔ a won sabonkum kwɔ no ho wotutu hɔ nyina etuogu hɔ. National security. Ayawa so by election. Why na sensan kratama wa mutu Brigadier Ken Opoku. And then me Ken Opoku say protection, national security arrest, protection. Asare. W.O. Asare. Dear Nanakan will poke the mano. The person bisa. A trio band was a samano, Mr. Asare. W.O. Asare. And I may be son of Wasami. W.O. Asare. And I may go so be son of Wasami. Sir, can we poku? Ebrana we ya juma. Our national security. Brigadier Ken Wopoku. Our lawyer see this statement. Abba. Nagana Armed Forces. I did the same statement. Abasi and Chew. Obiansun Kasia Chicken Wopoku. No more try to divert attention. Nobody press sympathy because woman who see about chicken will poku send a beya Ghana for beya sympathy. Na ye chin na uma beka say hey and ye can poku na soja for the bar say yen chini na cheba na say or press sympathy. Wopo wompo ye be channel can poku po wompo ye be born set can poku po wompo ye be run fear he de wofie no. Ebra minister be free mu ya. Doctor Manebo Makai. Say yetua ira. Ya boba ira. Etua na ira no ho na wo. Aboba na ira no ho na bi wo no ho bright can opoku. Eye brigadier can opoku. Wo di tue bebre amma mabunu bia. Wo mu di gina border so di ye robin di sikabre no. Sa mabunu no kura fake military dress. Okobo daswa. Ana kano pokwa mutuo. Ana omudi jiji sika. Ede breno. Ewo ni fie kumase. Obiani wa wosro obiawo. Ghana ye mpetuo. Ye wo democracy. Etuo no wo ha. Fabra. Ne ye nya osese beba bechew. Wona na wo san signature. Ana amanfo bagituo no. Woman was say signature de ma woman me pesa me bisa say woman di tuo na ba na woman mutuo ade kwadi mone ade kwabu boni pa na mutuo wa ye waso no me pesa me bisa brigadier opoku say sa tuo na mabunu ne de kwai no mo de aba na so mo fa ma na egu ni fie de ne on fa tuo no fa bra Ghana see hia military armed forces for sure mu hia mutuo national security for sure mu hia tuo no back. Mumia misa brigadier Ken Wopoku se dienti ena nanado tu no poso dientra Ghana ni a wote obisa questions dientra awudie ni tue wo wie kwase enti yentumi ntra na brigadier Ken Wopoku amfa tuo ngu ni fie yentumi ntra ma brigadier Ken Wopoku amfa tuo ma mabunu na 2028 wo mo fa mehunahun we election the national security Amwo Republic of Ghana eyamasade some two one among. Minim says I'm the movers getty, but say I'm minim dia. That's the American. Above na catch me so na yam padia and the movers getting in term. 2028 na wakona how. And check Alaba tuko no beko. Okowia near ye Jemensen fro. Ye wia na brewa kwanda pumem na enche ye be start campaign no. Enti en menumai se bibi wo ho munyi gi training term. Brigadier Ken Wopoku. Etina maybe san say protection and go Brookhouse hono. Brookgate protection. W.O. Asare. Maybe say Ken Wopoku man itu bi ana. Etu na de man no chema mabunu no. Say tu no de buy. Anas one farm ba bibi saw. Uko porta. Yaji amanfo nyoma near the Brookgate. Ya the Brookgate nyoma ne begu amanfo yesizi nyoma ne begu ha national security a Ken Wopoku na che de ma MPP fo no mofa. Ohia no aton fa. So wase mebu a wanka. Evidence no ho, videos wo ho, pictures wo ho. Me se we wanka sa wonkwala bi omo ne omo nam, no mo kan sam ne kire me. Wo mo the pictures be brabre me. Boys na mo etuo no bebre mi kuto mo pictures. Producer mapon why me di dwuma de ne be se na mintimi fa phone calls. Otena me pa me chotena mintimi mba. Na nwotwe aba apa ho. Na me ya adoma otena me mba memenda ana kwasiada meba kwasiada de meba ewo cha unum se kwasiada de ana ye hot de asisi nyina na meka bom na me de abreka na man once again midin de Kwaku skirt meda me producers Bam Robert Evelyn Gladys Asante Achimjo boy eno ba pass me time aso radio adwuma bakofo ntimi ntena so nti wo time so a no wasore so no bi nso aba so bi one tim nka bi mu a midin de Kwaku skirt na me yadoma memenda na kwasiada me ba born sika yebedi ho nkomo for 9 billion Ghana ban ayi issue si mfantua ye maame ne papa moka me ba nsamwam road you issue $77 million si mfanya nsamwam road me ba ye beka ho asem kajetia market anase crofroom market ndc amanyoku ashase ne nyoma gu kwa so mgu so akakra bi no mo wie crofroom me ba no so yebedi ho nkomo mini ade Kwaku skirt one time nka bi mu a me ma money o adehye makrao
I am a pensioner, and all my money, I must confess, the money that I saved to take care of my pension time has been taken over by the banking cleanup. So I don't have my money. And if I tell how much that I saved for over 30 years to take care of my position now, you weep for me. And I get nervous. How at my age to picket as Minister of Finance, because the legitimate money that I made has been taken over and I'm not being paid. Meanwhile, it's gone to Parliament. Within the budget that they are paying us, they have been paid. About 800 of my people have died. Others have got stroke. When we meet, we see a lot of our people in wheelchairs. That's what the government wants us to be. That's what you want me to be.
Nana Dr. Michael Ejokum Ado, founder Karma Pharmacy and Mikado Pharmaceuticals. Abain Boni bi na manabanesa. Ow, ya, die, papa die ni amani